this notification. Then we are going to promote this server to a domain control. As you can see down here, it says the roles or the features are already installed. Now we're going to promote our server. You just click on this that says promote this server to a domain. Then once again there's a pop-up. Then it is asking us, it's telling us, select the deployment operation. Add a domain controller to an existing domain. Add a new domain to an existing domain. Add a new forest. Because this domain controller we are creating now, this is our first domain controller. We don't have any domain controller. We will choose add a new forest. But if you have more domain existing in your network, then you'll be adding domain controller to an existing domain. Or if you want to add more, like you have two different domain controller, then you'll be adding a new domain to an existing forest. So we choose add a new forest. Then right here, that's where you write or you input your domain controller name. What name do you want to use? I already have mine here. As you can see, I'm going to be using runtech support. Oh, I can add on here IT support, runtech IT support, small letters. So that's the domain I'm going to be using. Okay, I'll just copy. I may copy or I may type in. Let me see if it's possible to copy. It doesn't. So I'll see runtech IT support.com. That's the domain name I'm gonna be using. Okay, then I'll click or I'll choose next. Then it's deploying. It's looking around. Is this name a variable or it's not a variable? If it's not a variable, then it will use that name. Then it takes us through the domain control option. Select the function level of the new forest and the root domain. Here it will depend what you want to use. 2016, where do you want to go? Is it 2008 or 2008 R2? It depends on you. For each functional level, how far do you want to go? Do you want to go? It may show even here because now this is 2006, doesn't go to 2002. It just goes to 2008 server. I may choose 2008 forest, but because I'm not gonna use 2008, I'll just leave it to 2016. And down here specify the domain controller capabilities. DNS, okay, global catalog, read-only domain controller. See, the domain system is selected by default because you remember it told us in the wizard that we are supposed to install a DNS server if we don't have a DNS server already installed. Then here it's asking us for a password. Type the directory service root password. So this password, it is used for restoration. Let's say if your server has some problems, then you can use this password to restore your directory services. Okay, let's type in the password. You make sure you write down the password you've used for your restoration mode. I will write here my password, then I will click or choose next. Okay. You see, when I've entered the password, next is highlighted. I will click next. Specify DNS delegation option. Doesn't matter, it will depend on you. You want to specify DNS delegation option. If you don't want, you can read through what does it mean. You can read about here, what does it mean. But in this case, I will not specify the DNS delegation option. I'll just click next. Verify the NetBIOS name assigned to the domain and change it if necessary. This will be filled by, because you saw here it was running. So if it finds the NetBIOS, this is the NetBIOS that will be used on our server. Run Tech IT Support. Then you choose next. Okay, then here we are. Up here it says paths, then down specify the location of ADDS database log files and sys volume. So this is basically this is a database where we find the database for the server. This is log files if you need to find the logs, and this is for shared folders if you want to find the shared folders for the server. They will be in the system volume. So these are the location where you can find the database, the log files, and the sys file system volume. We just leave this as they are and we'll choose next. Now this is what we have configured. This is basically what we've configured. And down here it's saying this setting can be exported to a PowerShell script to automate additional installation. If you want to use this same configuration on a different or another server you want to promote, then you can use this configuration through automation. You can view the script, or if you don't want to use this same configuration, you can just click continue. In this case, we will just click continue. Here it is checking the prerequisite checks. It says prerequisites need to be validated before Active Directory domain services is installed on this computer. As you can see here, we have received a green check. It means we've passed the prerequisite checks for the installation. Then we choose installation. Then we begin the installation of the domain controller. So now waiting for the DNS installation to get finished. Checking if group policy management console needs to be installed. Basically to go through those steps until when we complete the installation. Here it's saying you're about to be signed out. The computer is being restarted because Active Directory services was installed or removed. As you can see, it has restarted by itself because it gave us a warning and we didn't click yes, so it had to restart. Okay, our computer has finished restarting. Then we log in. Okay, now you can see the changes. Before we were logging in as administrators. Now we are logging into our domain controller that says Runtech IT Support. This was our NetBIOS, if you can remember well. This is our NetBIOS name. So we are logging on to our domain. Let's see how it looks like. When I choose here local server, you will see a difference. Wait on as it's loading. If you watched my other video, what you're supposed to do before you promote your server to domain controller, before head down this domain to a showing work group. If you can go watch the other video and you come back and watch this video, you'll see that here, down here, this was showing work group. Now it is showing runtechitsupport.com because that's our domain. That's all I wanted to share with you in this video. Have a great day and praise. So do like and share and subscribe. I know you can do it, so we can learn and I can make more videos